Okay, so this is Ethan, and we're going to do my trig identity proof. And so I have to prove cotangent theta over cos theta plus secant theta over cotangent theta. And I have to prove it into cosecant theta, secant squared theta. So let's begin. The first step is to multiply, or to get a common denominator. So we'll multiply this side by cotangent, and this side by cos. So that gives us cotangent squared theta plus secant theta cos theta all over cos theta cotangent theta. So our next step is to turn this secant theta right here into a 1 over cos. And so beside it we still have our cos. So as an example, we'll just put it over 1, and it's still all over cosine theta cotangent theta. So our next step is to we multiply these together. So we have our cotangent theta, and when we multiply them together, since it will become cos theta over cos theta, that equals 1. So it's cotangent squared theta plus 1 all over cos theta cotangent theta. Our next step is cotangent squared theta plus 1 equals cosecant squared theta, and it's still over cos theta cot theta. Our next step is to turn cosecant squared theta into 1 over sine squared theta, and it's still over cos theta cotangent theta. So cos theta cotangent theta equals, we turn that into cos squared theta over sine theta. So we'll have our 1 over sine squared theta all over cos squared theta over sine theta. Next, what we'll do is we will multiply by the reciprocal of this. So we have sine over cos squared theta and so these two cross out, and we now have sine theta, sine over sine squared theta cos squared theta. Then what we do is we have we turn this sine, we take these two, and so it becomes a 1 over sine theta cos squared theta, which we then turn into a cosecant theta 1 over cos squared theta, which is cosecant theta secant squared theta, which happens to be what we're trying to prove. So Q E D. Wowzers, we did it. Wow.